I'm Amy Ruddock, and I've recently left Carbon Engineering, which is a global leader in direct air capture technology. My career has been in aviation. I started off life at the Boston Consulting Group in the aviation practice, and then I went to Virgin Atlantic, where I looked after corporate development and sustainability. And what's really clear is that when you're decarbonising aviation, a big part of that solution is going to involve CCUS broadly, really with two solutions. If you're looking at replacing the carbon content of the kerosene that's used today, you're looking for other sources of carbon dioxide, which could include direct air capture. And that's the CCU element, the capture and the usage. And then the other side is that no fuel is completely net zero. So if you want to get to net zero, you want to be removing the residual emissions. And that's really the CCS element, capturing from the atmosphere and then storing. The CCSA itself is clearly a European leader in the space in terms of knowledge, in terms of topics, in terms of bringing people together. And on top of that, I bring a couple of perspectives to the board. I think, first of all, that removals, the carbon dioxide removal as opposed to point source capture. And then secondly, the view of those hard to abate sectors that have dispersed emissions, like aviation, like shipping. When I'm looking at challenges, I can really answer from the perspective of engineered removals, like direct air capture. And really the challenge for that industry is to scale rapidly, but to do it whilst reducing cost and to do it in an environmentally sound way. And then I think what the CCSA can do to support that is really what its core is. Going out there and engaging with policymakers, getting the supportive policy underway, facilitating knowledge sharing across members. To support that, I think there's really four things the CCSA can be doing. The first is to engage with policymakers and ensure that we have supportive policy out there. And in particular for engineered removals, it's around the business case, in addition to the infrastructure. The second thing is to facilitate knowledge sharing across members. And then there's a role in public awareness. Why do we need CCS broadly? Why do we need engineered removals within that? And then fourthly, I think it's looking at the whole value chain. So not just the policy, not just these capture projects, not just these transport and storage projects, but the supply chain thereof. And they're the critical four elements that the CCSA can support with. I have done this, so I can tell you what I have said. I've said that if you have an interest in project development in CCS, if it's in any way central to your strategy as a company, if you're from maybe a country that is just stepping into the space and looking to learn from those that have been there before, then the CCSA brings all of that to you, and it's the place to go. For materials, for meeting other members that you can talk to.